Hey guys, it's me, Made of Jen, and welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. So today we're gonna go ahead and do a quick makeup look. I'm hoping that I have to do this video with no edits. It is currently 9:53, so we are trying to get out of here by 10:15, no later than that. So to save time, I already did prep my face. If you've been here, you already know I'm using both of these. I'm using the NYX Face Glue Gripping Primer first, and then I use the Milani Conceal and Perfect Blur Out Smoothing Primer. Today's street cleaning day, so I had to go move my car, so it's been settled on my face. One of the recommendations I did mention in my last video is if you are going to use this one, you do have to let it settle into the face for a good 2 to 3 minutes. If you don't have that type of time to use, like for a primer, for this one specifically, then you should not buy it because it will peel on you. It does have to set. So let's go ahead and just get started because I gotta get going. So first things first, I'm going to go ahead and use the e.l.f. Halo Glow Skin Tint. This is in the color 8 Neutral. I know that a lot of people, it's a love-hate thing for this. I'm combo oily and weirdly this works for me. I don't know how. I have heard a lot of people who don't like it and I have heard a lot of people who love it. I'm the people who love it. This has been the most like quick and efficient thing that I've done for my skincare. Just FYI, it does oxidize. And I'm just gonna go in with my BK Beauty 101 brush and I'm just gonna start working it into the skin. Woo. And I did shave my face, so when you shave your face, a lot of hairs tend to just stick to you. Which is where I'm at. If you guys hear that noise, it is Mia. She is literally using the litter box. But again, this skin tint is meant to be more of a makeup no makeup look type of product. It does have really good coverage though, but it's not going to be full coverage where it's going to cover like certain spots, but it will neutralize the skin, especially if you have redness. As you guys can see, we are super glowy, but this color goes with me 100%. If you are lucky enough to get this skin tint in one shade, very lucky, because this is $18 and I know that is a lot for drugstore, but honestly it has SPF 50 in it and it has niacinamide and it has skin loving ingredients, and honestly this lasts all day for me. Once I set my makeup, we are literally good to go for the whole day. Usually I would put bronzer and contour and all that stuff, but when I'm in a hurry I don't do any of that. I just rely on my powders after that, and yes, it will last a good amount of time on your skin, believe it or not. But I do apply cream blush first because blush is the first thing that usually goes from the face, so I do rely on applying this first because it is the first thing that goes from your face. So I'm just going in with the middle color. And if you hear a little noise, it's the fan. Every time I record I have to close this door right here because I don't have nowhere else to record, so we gotta make it work, and that is what we do. All right, and then I'm gonna go in with this second shade right here, and I'm gonna concentrate this one mostly in the outer portion of my cheek first. And once I get the good blend, I'm going to start blending down into the other color. And then for concealer, I am actually going to go in with the Milani Conceal and Perfect Longwear Concealer. This is in the shade 135. And this has slowly started to become one of my preferred concealers, to be honest. I usually don't gravitate to this concealer. I did just buy it, but I usually go in with my Hourglass, with my Hourglass Vanish Concealer in the color 6. But weirdly, I feel like this Milani one has been working really well under the eyes for me. And it doesn't really crease so much under the eyes. That's also why I do like it. The first time I tried this concealer, I honestly felt like it didn't really do much. But I tried this like over 5 years ago, and I probably put way too much, or I don't know what the case is, but I did apply a lot, and I didn't like it on my skin. I think I remember thinking, oh, it creases and all this other whatnot. But now I think it was just mostly I got the wrong shade. I think I got 125 the first time I tried this. One of the things for this concealer is you want to go based off the display picture. Don't go based on what's on the tube, because the tube will always look slightly lighter than the actual color. And I'm not saying that this oxidizes, but I'm going to concentrate this a little bit more right here on one eye. And I'm going to start working this into set. And then I'll come back to this eye. Usually I go one eye at a time. I don't know. I think because I'm panicking and I'm going in a rush, I'm going in with both eyes. Alright. I'm just going to blend that blush again into what I just worked. And usually I just go down like this and up. And I am pressing, more like tapping into the skin. I don't rub. There's certain things that I don't want, like I don't want to disrupt my makeup, so I am just tapping in. So the color looks fine. Excuse me. I'm gonna set under the eyes with the Milani Conceal and Perfect translucent powder. This, I used to use this all the time, and then you know, when you're recording and when you work in a store that sells makeup, you kind of just end up trying so much stuff, you kind of forget of the older stuff. This was like the one powder I used to use all the time, and now I don't even touch it. And I just rebought it again because it was on sale at Ulta, and I was like, let me just go ahead and try it one last time, and I have not stopped using it since. Is it going to really set under the eyes? Not as much. I'm going to show you guys. I do go in with another powder after this, but I'm going to reblend this out because I'm already creasing. My eyelids are the first thing that always crease. I cannot escape my eyelids. My eyelids crease regardless. Under the eyes, I can kind of prevent it a little bit. Okay, and I am going to get my brush and I'm going to start tapping in here to prep. And I'm just going to blend out my blush one last time. And I'm going to actually go in with the eyelid first, because my eyelid, like I said, does crease a lot. I wish it didn't, but it does. And again, this is We're in a Hurry. We're in a Hurry. We're we're in a hurry. All right, and then I'm just going to do the same on the other side. Usually one eye needs a little bit more coverage for me. This one's usually the one that needs more coverage. I'm just gonna apply a little bit more just to even them out a little bit more, because I did apply more on this eye. And I do go around my nose right here. I do have some redness, but it's fine, because I'm just gonna reblend out that blush so it doesn't look very harsh. That's also why I go back in with my blush brush. By the way, this is the e.l.f. liquid blush brush. In case you guys have not been here before, it is literally the only brush I use for liquids. For liquid blush or cream blush, to be more specific. You guys see, like, it just blends out beautifully. Alright, back in it with this powder. I really do like how this blends, like this sets my under eyes. And I'm just going in with my brush right here because my nose for some weird reason has been acting out with my foundation. It just does not want to cooperate at all. Alright, and I'm gonna go in with just my regular brush that I use to set my face, and I'm just gonna set my T-zone. And I do use this to set on my face. I know I said I was going to use something else, but I am still. It's just, damn it, hairs. When you shave your face, everything just attaches to your face. That's the one thing no one really talks about. But when you shave your face, which I have been doing for years, by the way. I have been shaving my face for years. Look at this. Ugh, one of these hairs that got stuck under like that. And my hair does not grow back thicker. I know that there's like this whole big, like with shaving your legs, you know, you shave, it grows back thicker. That doesn't happen with your face, guys. It's all like fuzz and it's all light hair. The only way your hair will grow back thicker is if you, like, your testosterone levels are off in your body and you start growing out thicker hair. Like, there's some women that I know that grow out a little bit of chin hair. Your hormones are off balance for that one, just FYI, in case you guys don't know. All right, and then I'm gonna go in with my About Face. I'm gonna go in with two of them. So I have the color Finale and I have the color Veil. So I'm actually gonna use both of these. I'm gonna go ahead and use, where's my dance sponge? I'm like, where is my, ooh, I just touched that with my hand. Oh, here it is. Looking for my puff. So I'm just gonna grab my puff and I'm gonna go in with the pink color, the Finale. And this is mostly just to help brighten under the eyes a little bit more. And can you guys see the difference slightly? Like, it's not a big difference, but it helps with some of my darkness under the eyes. And also, this is like another layer so that my concealer doesn't crease as much. And that's literally the only place I use the color Finale, just under the eyes. And then I'm gonna grab Veil. And I'm going to set the rest of my face again. my god, my little hairs are annoying me right now. Annoying me. This is why I don't know how people can do stuff with their hair down. Yo me desespero. Like, I get so desperate when I cannot, when I have hair on my face. Like, I wish I didn't, but that's just how it goes for me. And then I'm gonna go in with bronzer on my face. This is the only drugstore thing. If you guys have any recommendations for bronzers that are not too warm, please let me know down in the comment below. In the comments below. I have tried the Essence one and I did not like it. It was way too warm. I don't know why so many people like it. I don't know if it's just me, but for myself, I hate it. It is so warm and I hate super warm like bronzers. I know that bronzers are supposed to be warm and contour is supposed to be cool, but there's a difference with how warm it, like the tone of it, you know? And I'm just going in here just to like see, because I can see on my mirror, but you know, I like to be a little bit more detailed with it. And don't forget to go around your hairline. Okay, and then I'm gonna grab my fluffy little brush right here, and I'm just gonna go in with this. I didn't even say what I was using. I'm using the One Size Made for Shade Bronze in Sculpt Trio. This is in the color Light, by the way. So if you're anywhere near my complexion, I would suggest going in with light. Medium is fine too, but I prefer just a little bit more closer to my tone bronzers and toners, and contour colors. I just like them slightly a little bit darker than my actual shade, but to each their own. And also I believe like the medium, the tones on that trio for One Size was too warm for me, and that's also why I ended up going with the light, if I'm being honest. And it's on sale. I think they're getting rid of it. I said this the first time during my Sephora VIB haul, but now I do believe it. I think they're really gonna get rid of it, which sucks because I really do like this trio. Obviously maybe they're just reformulating it. Maybe they're gonna change the packaging. I don't know, because usually Patrick Star has literally everything your face needs to do a full face. So I don't know why you would get rid of your bronzer, but I don't know. I don't know. Alright. And then just a little bit of the cool one, the first tone. I'm just going to apply a little bit to my nose. My nose has been looking a little bit more crooked and broken than usual. I don't know why. Ya me pasé de tiempo. Okay, and then I'm just gonna go in with two Milani baked blushes. So this is in the color Luminoso and this is in the color Coralina. I actually open both of these and I go in like this. I'm gonna go in with my Dibs brush and I'm just going to do this, and then I'm just gonna start tapping. Look at that color. It gives me the most natural blush color, which is why I like mixing both. I usually only use Luminoso, but I use that more like excuse me, as a topper. And I'm just literally just on the tip of the nose. And we're blending. All right. So I'm actually gonna try this out. This is new to me. I saw Nikki LaRose really like say how much she loves this product. Why did they tape this? It got mailed to me, so I'm pretty sure the lid kept coming off, so they had to tape it. But she kept saying this was really good, so I'm gonna go based off what she said and say hopefully it's good, because damn, this was $28. It is expensive. And for the bottle, it's so small. How many ounces is this? Oh, it's 2.3 ounces. Believe it or not, this is almost, it has almost the same amount as this right here. So this is 3.3 ounces. This is 2.03. So we're almost on the same range. So here we go. It does have a scent. It's very faint. And I did get a new fan. Like I said, I bought a bunch of stuff on Amazon. And I bought myself a new fan. I got this for like 12 bucks. And honestly, I like it. It is more bigger than my other one, as you guys can see the difference. This one is still on. I have it on right now. It is literally just on the bottom to keep me cool because I'm feeling hot in the room. But this one, because it's so much bigger, it will literally dry my face faster. And look at how it left my face. Okay, okay. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. Okay, and then from here, you can decide what you want to do. So my brows right now are really a hot mess. So I'm actually going to have to do my brows. I usually skip this and just go in with lip liner and lip gloss, and I'm out the door. But because honestly, my brows right now, they were perfect and then I ruined them. There's always like this weird time when I'm doing my my brows where I have them just right and then I pluck a little bit too much and then I lose my shape and then I have to wait for them to grow back and then I have to fix the shape again, and it's just a hot mess. Hot mess, guys, hot mess. Alright, and I did just brush my brows a little bit, and I'm brushing them down so I can get started. And I'm gonna use the Ulta Beauty what is this, Ultra Slim Brow Pencil in the color Brunette. Guys, I actually really like this pencil. I haven't used this before, and I literally just bought it out on the whim just to be like, oh, let me try it out. You know, a lot of people do order this at Ulta if I'm not mistaken, so I was like, let me give it a try, because people don't order this just to not, you know, to order it. And honestly, this tone of Brunette is not too red, it's not too warm, and it's not neutral either. It's like a weird in between. But I'm literally just going to quickly fill my brows. For everybody, this is going to be different. I know some people need a little bit more help. I know some people like to do their brows a certain way. If you're following me as I go, just make sure that if you are the type of person that likes to do their brow or needs more work or has to do like the lamination with the gel, you should do your brows before you do everything else. I usually would do my brows before anything else, but when I'm in a hurry, oh snap, damn it. When I'm in a hurry, you cannot get me to do my brows first. My brows are literally the last thing I worry about. But that's usually when I have good brows. Right now, I don't have the best brows. My brows are struggling. But I'm letting them regrow. I'm letting them do their thing right now. And then for the bottom, I do use my mirror. I have to use my mirror. I have to see where I'm going because I don't know where I'm going. But I do use also my bigger mirror just to know where I'm going also. I just like to use the mirror on specific areas like right here. Like I said, I'm going more natural. They don't need to be perfect. If you're more of a but I don't worry about that because my brows are a little bit more darker and fuller than most people that I know. So this is optional. I mean, the method I'm using is obviously optional. You don't have to follow what I'm doing, but this is just how I fill my brows. They don't have to be perfect. They just have to look somewhat alike. Okay, and I actually don't brush through. I'm gonna use my Rare Beauty, what is this called, the flexible lifting gel, and the Harmony gel, I think that's what it's called. And I'm just gonna use this and I'm gonna brush through the brows, and I'm pretty much dispersing the brow product I just used. I'm blending it into the brow hair itself so it doesn't look harsh in case you did go a little bit heavy-handed, because it can happen. And the one thing I do like about this, it doesn't remove a lot of my product if I did go in. It just blends in right there. So again, brows don't need to be perfect for this. I mean, not for me, I don't care, but if you do, you can obviously go back in, like right here. I did I did shave off a little right here. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and apply mascara really quick. But first I'm gonna curl my lashes. So this is the one thing right here that in my whole makeup collection is not cruelty free. And I got it as a gift and I was going to give it away, but I have heard that this is the best curler there is out there, and honestly I cannot disagree with them. I think this is the best eyelash curler. It's the Shiseido, and Shiseido is not cruelty free. They are 100% not cruelty free. They are a Korean, very high-end makeup brand. They do test on animals, unfortunately, but this is the one time where I'm just like, God, like I should have never tried it to begin with. I tried the light tinted one. If you guys saw one of my other videos, I think it's on there, the light tinted one. It almost was good enough, but it was missing still a lot. Like I struggled to really curl my lashes the way I like them. But usually this makeup look takes me 20 minutes, guys. Just that I had some delays. Mia, that's not covering the litter box, baby. No, mamash. No. Use the dirt. There you go. I was like that. Those things are distracting me. And also I am using the e.l.f. waterproof Big Mood mascara. A lot of people don't really like this, and I get why. But you do, I actually don't even really use the brush to begin with. I just slowly go in and tap, This is not going to be the type of mascara that's going to really separate your lashes. This is just a mascara that's just going to coat and give you some length. It's a really messy type of wand. This is like the Too Faced Better Than Sex wand. It's that type of wand. Milo. Sorry guys, I'm applying mascara on the bottom lashes, and I always struggle with the bottom lashes, so I gotta go in with the mirror. So I had never bothered to even try to go and try Half Magic. I will be 100% honest with you. Never. I was just like, you know, it's not for me. Okay, cool. So the one thing I really like, so what ended up happening is they had a sale. The whole like Half Magic, I believe, was like 30% off. And I was like, you know, I've never really bothered with it. And I applied a couple of swatches onto my hand. I went by my day. I washed my hands, went by my day. I showered, and the lip liner was still on my hand, guys. So I was like, I have to go back. I have to go buy this. So this is the 2-in-1 Sculptitude. I am gonna use the color Emo Rose Prancing Queen. So I'm gonna go in with what is this color? Prancing Queen first. So it does have 2 shades, so I like to go in with the lighter one. Actually, let me go over here. I go in with the lighter one to define my lips. And by the way, these are transfer proof and waterproof, if I'm not mistaken. I did see transfer proof, long wear and smudge proof, but they do wear a long time. Okay, and I'm gonna go in with the color Emo Rose, and I'm gonna go over that color we just applied. For my topper, I'm just gonna go ahead and also use from Half Magic. It's gonna be their Magic Drip Glitter Lip Gloss. This is in the color Frosty Bitch. I swatched this also in the store, and I fell in love with the color. I was like, oh my god, look at that. It gives like the nicest shine on the lips, guys. Look at that. This isn't like a long-lasting type of lip gloss, by the way. It doesn't claim that it is. Excuse me. But you don't forget to like wipe off any excess, because I did use obviously a lighter color on lip gloss. I just don't like when the colors from like the other colors mix into my lip gloss. But this claims that it's not sticky and it doesn't feel heavy on the lips, and the glitter is not like chunky glitter, as you guys can see from my face. So the last thing I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna go ahead and quickly curl my lashes one last time. guys, and this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me struggle a little bit. Like always, I'm always in a hurry somewhere. I technically gave myself a goal of 10:15, but a lot of things did stop me in the way. So obviously now it is 10:40. Hold on. It's 10:42, but I did go stop and do some stuff. I had to deal with Mia a little bit. I had to pause for a second. So those are the things that just kind of delay me, and it always happens along the way every time I'm getting ready. So, but usually this makeup look with no distractions will take me between 15 and 20 minutes. I've learned to like master it down where I just use this and it looks so good throughout the day. But this is gonna be it for me, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you guys did, please make sure to like the video, and if you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.